he's back in the news. I just talked about him last week. All right. So it comes up from Dick Serto. Johnny Somali pleads not guilty to deep fake charges as he faces up to wait, it went up by 5 years. I was talking about it last year. I'm not last year. Last week. And it was at 31. Now it's at 36. Man, how do you feel about this, Grae?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, because like for me, for like Vitality, what's probably I agree with Andrew on his take on what will happen, because like Vitality is like at 31, right? So I do think like Vitality's locked up now. I think in like 2 to 3 years, once he gets his trial, I think they're gonna back down on the charges, or Vitality will just post bail on all of them. Then he's probably gonna kind of learn his lesson already. I think that's, but for Johnny, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know how it usually works in South Korea, but yeah, it's like, I mean, it minimum it has to be 10 at this point. I mean, the actual years is gonna render. I think it minute like it's hard for me not to believe it's at least 10. Like not it like anything below that I'm kind of skeptical at this point. That's how I feel.
Yeah, man. Holy crap, dude. It's like streamer Somali, Johnny Somali, real name Ramzi Khalid Ismail, has pled not guilty to distributing deepfakes after showing up to his second court date. In 2024, Somali traveled to South Korea and began causing controversy in the country, just as he did in Japan and Israel. Numerous broadcasts, he filmed himself disrupting businesses, disrespecting Korean culture, and inappropriately dancing on the Statue of Peace, a monument to the victims of sexual slavery during World War II. His antics led him to being arrested and charged. During his first court appearance, he showed up late and hungover. However, he pled guilty to the obstruction of businesses for causing chaos in the 7-Eleven and 2 counts of minor crimes act after he harassed people with a dead fish and twerked on the subway. On May 16th, which was yesterday, Ismail had his second court appearance in which he faced more obstruction of business, more charges, and charges for allegedly creating deepfakes, a crime that comes with a multiple penalty of 10.5 years in jail. Despite showing up late for his first court date being warned by the judge, Somali was reportedly late again. And his lawyer looking for him in the courthouse before taking the stand. As per YouTuber Legal Mindset, shout out to Andrew, Somali faced 2 counts of distributing deepfakes, but disputed these claims, pleading not guilty. However, his lawyer couldn't provide any evidence of his innocence, something Somali denies. Man, do you think he's gonna get 30 years?
I don't think it's 30. It's like I said earlier, I think at least 10 at this point. At least 10. But if it's more, then okay. Then that's the way the law works in South Korea. Then yeah. But at least 10. But at this point, it's like we're so sick and tired of hearing from this guy. It's like, hurry it up already. Like, I find it baffling. Like, isn't there like something that South Korea can do to lock him up, restrain him temporarily already? Not just in the sense that he can still go around the country, like restrain him in like in a temporary cell as the trial's on. I think there should be a measure in place. Otherwise, it's just gonna be more people follow. Yeah, definitely IRL news and streamers are not gonna come to the Philippines anymore. But given what they're seeing in South Korea, I think a lot of them are gonna go there if they're this generous in terms of giving him leeway. Yeah, you can make the argument. Oh, but his punishment comes later once it's inside. But still, like they need to have a measure in place where they can restrain people while their case is ongoing. That's what I feel.
Furthermore, he pled guilty to playing music on a bus, causing it to be late and causing a disruption on the theme park, the Lottie World, according to Korean media. However, Somali told Dexeroto that he had pled not guilty to both deepfakes as well as the third count of obstruction of business. Obstruction of business carries maximum penalty of 5 years. With the 3 counts, Somali is looking at a maximum of 15 behind bars, those alone. Each deepfake charges maximum penalty of 10.5 years. So in total, Ismail could be facing jail for 36 years. 36 is a lot, man.
Yeah.
So So let's say he gets. So he pled guilty, right? So guilty. So so potentially 5 guilties. So that's 2 months, 15 years, and two. Yeah. So 15 years and 2 months potentially. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 10 years is probably good, but imagine the deep fake ones. Those gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know how South Korea works compared to the Philippines, because like Philippines, like you can do a lot of under the table deals and stuff like that, but probably not for South Korea. So it's like if it's 15,
Nah.
is it
Yeah.
really 15? That's what I'm not sure of for South Korea.
I would say 10 years,
On good
15
behavior?
years, but 10 years with good behavior.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say 1 decade would be like perfect amount, right? By the time he comes out, he'll be like what, almost 40. I think he's in like his mid 20s right now or whatever, late 20s. I think, right? So yeah, South Korea has N-word fatigue. I believe so. I think they have all, not just N-word, but I think they have just news and streamer fatigue, right? Somali's next trial is scheduled for August 13th and will be a full day of testimony. This may not be the end of Somali's charges either. Ismail is accused of threatening to spread HIV, broadcasting North Korean propaganda, and violating anti-terrorism laws. Yep. Yeah, spreading HIV. That was a crazy one, man.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. But yeah, he needs to be locked up for a minimum of 10 years. I think minimum of 10 years will be the best. And I think that he like the HIV thing with the deep fakes and stuff like that's gonna be the one in August. So that's gonna be huge, man. Yeah, N-word fatigue equals nuisance fatigue. Yeah, true. So
what's the next? Did Andrew say what's the next trial gonna be? I know the latest one just happened yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, August 13th.
Okay, yeah. If they don't restrain him, he's gonna do some more shit.
Yeah,
that's probably
yeah, man. Oh, I think 10 years will be good. If he gets anything more than that, it's just all gravy. It's better. But yeah, that's like I said, Vitaly, Johnny Somali, the 2 people that will be used as an example, not to fuck around. But yes, this is huge. This is I love to see this, man. I love seeing this. This makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Project Eggroll podcast. Make sure to catch us live every Saturday at 7 p.m. Also, be sure to subscribe, and we will see you all there.